12 years. That's how long we had been together. A number that carried both comfort and danger. Comfort, because we'd built a life that felt steady and unshakable. Danger, because over time we'd begun taking it for granted. That night, our anniversary dinner was meant to be a celebration. A quiet reminder that, despite all the storms, we had made it. I reserved a table at her favorite restaurant, the same place where we first said, "I love you." She arrived late, glowing in a deep burgundy dress, her perfume faint but familiar, the kind that always made me lose my train of thought. Yet something was off in her eyes. A distance I couldn't name but felt like a chill seeping in beneath the door. We talked, laughed, pretended everything was normal. She spoke about work, her new manager, a potential trip she might take. I smiled, attempting to ignore the tightening knot in my chest. When my phone buzzed, I excused myself. "Just 5 minutes," I told her. A quick call from my brother about Dad's health. Stepping outside, the cold night air brushed against my neck, and the faint jazz and clinking glasses from the restaurant faded behind me. When I returned, her chair was empty, her wine glass still half full, her shawl draped over the seat. I assumed she had stepped away, restroom, a call. But minutes turned to 10, then 20. The waiter approached, hesitating, asking if everything was all right. That's when I noticed her phone, lying face down on the table. Olivia never went anywhere without it. Not to the kitchen, not to bed, not even the shower. My heart thudded as I picked it up. The screen was on. A single notification glowed faintly. "See you soon, red heart." Denial was my first instinct. Maybe it was an old message. Maybe it meant nothing. But my gut twisted, whispering what my heart refused to acknowledge. I sat frozen, staring at the empty chair as if it could explain itself. 5 minutes, that was all it took for 12 years to unravel. I called her name once, twice. No answer. I searched the hallway, patio, restroom. The hostess gave me a sympathetic look as I circled the dining area, pretending I wasn't the man left abandoned in front of half the restaurant. Outside again, the cold had deepened. The kind that bites through sleeves and settles in your chest. That's when I saw her car across the street. Headlights off, engine running. She was in the passenger seat, and next to her was a man. The same one from the office Christmas party she'd claimed was just a friend. They sat close. His hand rested on her knee as if it belonged there. She didn't pull away. She didn't even seem guilty. They drove off before I could move. In that instant, I realized that stepping away from the table had cost me far more than a dinner. Back inside, my hands shook so badly I could barely manage my wallet. The table remained empty, candles flickering in cruel mockery. The waiter looked at me with pity. I nodded, muttered something about the check, and left without a word. The walk home was a blur. Each step heavier than the last, dragging me closer to a reality I wasn't ready to face. 12 years of shared mornings, late-night conversations, quiet comfort. Gone in the time it took to take a single phone call. At home, the apartment felt strange. Her scent lingered faintly on the couch. Her books remained stacked neatly on the coffee table. I ran my hand along the edge of the table where we had celebrated countless anniversaries, hoping some part of her had stayed behind. But the space was cold, empty, unyielding. I sat down and let the silence wash over me. No explanations. No apologies. Just the awareness that she had moved on in the 5 minutes I was gone. It wasn't only the betrayal that cut deep. It was realizing how blind I had been. Failing to notice the subtle shifts in her attention. The quiet distance that had grown over the years while I assumed everything was fine. Regret is a patient shadow. It doesn't scream. It doesn't break doors. It seeps in, fills the empty spaces, makes every memory ache. I had lost everything at the table meant to celebrate our love. Now all that remained was the hollow aftermath, leaving me to wonder how 12 years of shared life could vanish in a single fleeting moment.